Precious souls, welcome to our happy space. We're doing a live. Got some Osho Zen. I'm just shuffling them up really good. Just waiting to see who comes on. Say hi in the comments, guys, so I know you're there. Welcome. We'll see who comes around on this wonderful evening. Anybody else feeling that Mercury retrograde like I am? Oh boy, it's been fun. Making sure these are well shuffled, and I'll start a reading. Just waiting for more people to come aboard. Okay, calling in your higher spirits, your guardian angels, spirit guides, higher self, and ancestors, under the protection of Archangel Michael. Looks like somebody's got some good stuff coming in potentially. All that hard work finally paying off. And your challenge is just to receive it. Be open to receive it. It's in your energy already. It's in your energy. It's like right there. So maybe there's some mindsets that you need to change, or quit working so hard so it can come in. To be in receiving mode, we have to be still. Let it align with us. Just be patient and wait. That is not easy for our ego, is it? All right. So subconsciously, you did. You put the final puzzle piece in, but subconsciously you might be stalling, thinking there's something more to do. That might be the blockage. That's what I'm getting. Like you feel like you're not quite ready yet. Tell me more, Spirit. That there's a decision to be made? Do you believe that there's still a decision to be made? A final decision to take a certain path? That's what I'm getting intuitively. Really devoting yourself to it. Like you've got one foot on the platform and the other one's on the train. Thanks. That's cute. All right, guys. Let's find out what happened recently. Tapping in to the collective watching. What happened recently? So there was a lot of feelings suppressed. This could also be one of the blockages. There was something not expressed, something packed in there, like the time wasn't right. You didn't feel to release this, express this. It's always important to release any emotions so they don't become blockages. Our body will fight back because energy is energy. Okay, so right now you've got people watching and learning from you. You are the master. You are the master. And potentially just coming up. So the future's never written, but potentially just coming up. You might be tested to take a really deep look at some of your insecurities and fears and see where they really came from. Are these perceptions that came from how you perceived others feel about you, or are they maybe false labels that others have put on you, other labels that you summed up when you were around certain people, just the way they acted, maybe that you don't fit in, or maybe that you're not strong enough to do this, or you don't have what it takes, potentially. So that's something you'll want to just watch for, okay? Maybe start pulling that apart now and it changes the future. You don't have to, if you deal with it now, it won't be waiting for you. But you've got a large following of people that you may not even realize, but they're watching you and learning from you because you've mastered some skills. Spirit says, grab a hold of this change, embrace it, and know that this is pulling you in the right direction for where you want to be. Okay? So your mind might have seen things coming in a certain way, but your spirit guides know best, and they're aligning things for you. So you're wanting the time to be ripe now, but you're not allowing yourself to see that the apple falls from the tree. It doesn't jump when it's ready. So maybe you're waiting for it to fall. You're wishing it would fall faster, but you're not seeing that it's waiting for one step from you. That's embracing change and maybe releasing any emotions that are pent up and being in receiving mode. So taking some time to go within is what I'm getting. All right, the key, please, Spirit. What's the key? Oh, they gave me 2. The key is to slow down. Don't push so hard to come to the end objective in the way that you think it needs to be. Let life do it for you, okay? Be at home where you are. There's nothing to chase right now. But here's the heavy card. The key is to realize this is a cycle that's repeated itself over and over, even through lifetimes, even your generations before you struggled with this. So you can get through this. You're meant to, and you will. It's just, how long will you wait? Anything else, Spirit, we need to know before I close this out? Yeah, just stop and remember what it is to be innocent, like a child. Look at things through the eyes of an innocent child. Instead of trying to get to the end goal, just live in the moment and see the beauty that's all around you. See everything for what it really is. A child is very curious, asks a lot of questions, right? Curiosity. Allow yourself to be curious. Allow yourself to ask, what does this mean? What does this sign potentially mean? Is there something else I need to do? What is this? Ask the questions, and there will be answers. All right. I'm not seeing anybody on here, and I'm starting to wonder if I pushed a weird button that made it not come through live. Is there anyone out there? Because it's not showing up in the comments. Sometimes that does that. Sending you hearts. So if anybody's watching, just say something in the comments so I know the comments are working. But it looks kind of like tumbleweeds. Might be definitely during this Mercury retrograde. It would not surprise me if there's a technical issue. But for those of you watching and you're trying to make comments, thank you. I appreciate your support, and it's so, so great to share energy with you. Okay, so they're asking me to go to the other tarot deck. Oh, hi, Seth. They're probably working. Oh, it depends. Yeah, this is all over the world, right? Right here, it's 8:08 p.m. at night Eastern time. So good to see you, Seth. All right, we're going to ask Spirit what it is you need to know at this time, okay? I'll just shuffle these up really good. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. All right. Spirit, tapping into the higher self, guardian angels, spirit guides, and the ancestors for everyone watching in this collective. Got the 8 of Wands in reverse, which means something's trying to come in, but it's like it's hitting a wall. Open the window. Some kind of a message that's trying to come in. Maybe you've blocked somebody. Mercury retrograde, a lot of our people of the past, if there's unfinished business, they will try to return. Often it's residual, completing, just tying the last bit up, tying up loose ends. Anything that needed to be said gets said, and then you move on your way. But it looks like something's being blocked, a message, potentially from a Knight of Cups, okay? So somebody coming in with maybe an offer of something that would make your heart happy. Maybe it's an offer of forgiveness or apology, or this is what I'm getting from spirit right now. Maybe even a confession, but something that'll bring peace to your heart. But it appears blocked for some reason. Let's find out more. I just had this intuitive because of a tower. Okay, so yeah, I just had this intuitive message come through that spirit might be blocking it right now because this person and their intentions are not good. They are not genuine. Thank you, spirit. Someone who's actually very emotionally immature, potentially. Okay, and there's a tower as a result. So foundations being broken down to create something new. Everything that was built on this foundation wasn't going to get you to where you wanted to be. So it's being removed, including, I guess, this Knight of Cups that had something to come in and say. All right, Spirit, let's know a little more about this. What about this tower? Might be regarding finally making a decision to move forward. Finally choosing a different path, one that's more for you, as opposed to worrying about what everybody else wants. So you're letting your guard down and attempting a new path, a new journey, something else, something that's good for you. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. Keep going with the messages. What else do we need to know? More details. Whew. It's because there were people that put 10 swords in your back. So the foundation that you were building on involved the people that were not treating you right. They were hurting you bad. A lot of pain. And this is the justice. So if everything feels like it's being ripped out and kind of people removed in your environment, it's because you're being rebuilt by your spirit guides to remove all of these people that did you more harm than good, so that you can have your justice coming in, a better, happier life for yourself. That's beautiful. Sometimes it's hard to wrap our head around everything being busted apart that we built, but it's for our own protection. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, so it's like you're coming out of a deep rest that you were in. You're ready to kind of come out of that safety cave, the cave of safety, and take a look around, and you're ready to choose that new direction for yourself. Ooh. Because things were really out of balance with the certain people in your energy. But you no longer have to hold strong boundaries. You're being divinely protected is what I'm hearing. So you don't have to be quite so defensive. And with the Two of Swords in the reverse, it's like you can let your guard down now. You can finally breathe. And there might be a brand new beginning, something that you're learning or teaching, something new on this path that you're going down. Let's see what else. Want more information, more details, please, Spirit. Ooh, confirmation from my little puppy dog. Yeah. You're moving now into a direction where you will have far more heart's desires coming into play. You've earned this. You've been through so much, and this caused a lot of learning, what they did to you. But you're about to be rewarded heavily by, just a sec, guys, by having more, it's very emotional, like fulfilling. Fuck you. Oh, he's not high maintenance. Come here. Little ball of fur. So, I mean, everything's pointing you in the right direction after this tower. So you're getting rid of the old and bringing in the new. This is great. Anything else, Spirit? I'm going to close this out. Everything's always working for us, even if it doesn't feel like it. If you're just operating out of love, being your authentic self, yeah, you're breaking through illusions. So whatever these people were doing to manipulate it, it's out of you. It's out of your energy now. You're building new. Might even be a new beginning with someone from your soul family or a soul mate. That would have a lot to do with the 9 of Cups, which is heart's fulfillment. That's beautiful energy. And there's some clarity and information coming in very fast, okay? Regarding this. So if you're just coming out of a bad space, maybe you were even in like hermit mode for a while, trying to figure out all of this and just take a break from all the people who were being deceptive in the background, then this reading's for you. Yeah, they were being very manipulative. These people, this group of people. I'm hearing more than one. There were other people involved, but you're definitely becoming more disciplined. You're starting to focus that energy on yourself. You're getting yourself out of this space where there was a lot of pain. You're doing the healing. You're following the healing back to the root. Where did I first started feeling like the way I'm feeling right now? What are these triggers that are, causing me to feel like I need to go into survival mode? Where do they come from? When did they first start? Is that it, Spirit? Okay, that's, I think, it for that one. I'll do one more round. It feels like they're done. Yep. Okay. Do you have any questions, Seth? Anything you want answered? Oh, that puppy dog. He waits till I go live and I'm talking all over the world. And then he does this. Let me know if you have any questions, Seth. Okay, I'm going to get the card straightened out. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on too so I can see. You're way over there with the fine print. You're half asleep? It's been one of those days. Just a second, I'm going to close the door. Are you sleepy today? I think a lot of us are. It's funny energy, a lot of energy shifting right now. So our bodies are trying to adjust to it as we level the heck up. Kind of just listening off and on. Okay, well, you do that. Shall I sing you a lullaby? I appreciate you being here. That's really awesome. Yeah, I've been kind of changing the days when I go live. Usually there's a bunch of us on here, but definitely it depends when everybody's working, what they're doing, and I've been changing the time, so I'm going to see what else I can get out of here. But I'm just straightening all my cards first. It's fun doing this. Almost there. All right. We'll get some more questions. Seth, whenever I have a specific question, whenever I have specific questions, I do my own tarot. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you know what? It's so important that we trust our own guidance. It really is so important. You haven't done any tarot in about half a month, and I only do it a few times a month at most if I do. Yep, because you're probably very intuitive and you don't need them. They're just a lot of the times we don't really need these. They're just they bring confirmation, and a lot of people enjoy seeing the confirmation because I read live. So they're handy for that reason. But there's so many different ways we can tap in, and it doesn't require tools. But I think that's awesome that you do that, because your guidance from your team, your spirit team, is the best guidance you could ever possibly get. Above and beyond what anything on the outside tells you. Maybe you're the King of Cups I'm connecting with right now. Somebody who's obviously, if you're, oh yeah, I think you're somebody who's very tapped into your heart space, and you've definitely conquered a lot of these cycles, generational cycles. That's why you've been so tapped in. Wow, victory. But that's because of maybe a difficult path that you've been down You've had to learn some tough lessons with some pretty interesting dynamics of people. I feel like you're very strong. You've got a lot of power and abundance, and probably had to learn the same kind of lessons as I did, not to give our power away, and you know that we don't always have somebody who's got our back when the chips fall. We've had to be our own strength. Emil, what happens when you have a lot of readings nonstop? Um, it's never recommended because it can lead to diluted information when if someone kept constantly hiring someone to do readings or you did yours all the time, it almost creates your mind gets involved, your ego, and it almost creates a little bit of a disconnect. I find I don't think it's a good idea for people to continually get reading after reading after reading. Personally, that's my opinion. I've been doing this over 30 years. But Jane, I keep getting what feels like spirit cat on my bed. It won't leave even though I've asked it too few times. Don't know what to do. That's interesting. Have you had a cat pass away in the recent past? I'm getting an intuitive message that this has something to do with, I believe it has something to do with your ancestors, is what I'm getting. Okay, but use your discernment. You're highly intuitive, like you're psychic, eh, Jane? I don't know how much you practice of that. Your ancestors were extremely psychic as well. My son has. Okay. Because this might be the soul of the cat just returning. Maybe, but I'm surprised it would go to you then and not maybe not your son. I'm not sure. Maybe you're meant to mention this to your son. But I do feel, Emil, shoot, I've gotten a lot of readings for the past, let's say month, nonstop. But yes, I believe I will stop. Don't worry. Don't let it scare you, Emil. It's nothing to be afraid of because, like, I've done this for over 30 years, and when I was younger, I did them quite frequently. I think spirit really wants you to lean on your own instincts, Emil, and trust because anybody who finds their way to my channel message or my channel always is extremely intuitive. Okay. You are very gifted. So I think your spirit just wants you to try to practice your own intuitive guidance. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to take a few months off, Emil, and you'll start to realize that you could tap in without anything, like no cards, nothing. Okay, you're very gifted. And for Jane, I wonder if you're supposed to mention this to your son about the cat, but I also feel like there are women in your ancestral line that were highly psychic, and they might be sending you a message that way. They want you to maybe learn more about your gifts, Seth. Sometimes love isn't full of truth, and truth isn't always full of love. But my goal is to have true love. Tell me about it, Seth. Oh my gosh, learn that the hard way, right? But I think it starts from definitely our beliefs, right? And our experiences, the way they reflect back. Some of them weren't very positive. But if you pour that love into yourself, this is the secret. And it's very hard for us to do. As empaths, we tend to, shower other people with love and nurturing. We forget to do it ourselves. So, Jane, am I meant to do mediumship? You will know and feel your way through that. But for sure, I think you're meant to exercise your spiritual gifts. So your intuition and everything, and see where it leads you. See where it leads you because you're very gifted. You're a healer, is what I'm getting. Seth, you would know. I would know? Yeah, I would know. About love and truth? Yeah, definitely. And the not so truth? Emil, I believe so as well, but I do want one last reading before I take a break. Yeah, that is so cute. That is so cute. Seth, not something you ask others, probably. Um, what do you mean, Seth? Or at least trust your instincts. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean with regard to tarot, I guess, is what you're meaning. You don't need to be psychic to do it. Exactly. And Ellen Anastasia Michael. Hi, Catherine Goddess. Hello there. How are you? Welcome. Um, Ella Ella and Anastasia. I can't say. What is my tongue tied? Says 5 in the chat. My life path. Oh, that's so cool. So your life path is strongly wrapped around your beliefs, your belief system. That's something that's got a massive plays a huge part in that. Jane, thanks. I just joined a mediumship circle and wondered if I meant to move. Oh, if you feel like you have some drive to move, that is likely your spiritual guidance coming through, okay? They plant these seeds, and because you might also be a grid worker, okay? Yep, that just came through too. I got goosebumps, confirmation. Wherever you are, you're placed in different areas, even vacationing and everything, different circles. That would make sense. Your energy is intense, Jane, intense. And wherever it is placed, your energy kind of brings a beautiful balance to that area. That's why you get moved around certain areas. You're also a healer. Like I said, your energy is very healing wherever you are. Um, Emil, when people say energy changes even after getting a tarot reading, what do they mean by that? Energy changes even after. Oh, energy is ever moving and changing. It's transmuting. That's why I'm super creative all the time. I take dark negative energy, and when I'm creative, doing something creative, I change that darkness into massive light energy. So your energy is going to change based on what's inside. Here's the secret, guys. This is all an illusion around us, okay? Whatever you feel about yourself inside gets projected outside. If our relationships still have liars in it, we believe our relationships are always full of lies. If we believe we're only worthy of the best love, someone who's honest, devoted, loving, nurturing, that's what we're going to pull into our environment. This is huge, guys. So we're manipulating energy every day. We're jumping timelines constantly. Emil, does that mean it's not 100% accurate when you get a reading? That's when, if you've seen my readings, if you follow mine, in the future aspect, it's guidance only, because literally, I'll move some stuff around. I just literally changed my future because I changed my environment. This is how much power you have, guys. You are not a mouse in a maze. Every time you take things and move them around, you change everything, okay? You're very powerful beings. Ella, Anastasia, Michael, I love your energy, Catherine. Aw, thanks. That's so sweet. And Ella, Anastasia, Michael, read yours, Jane. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Just remember that. That's why, Jane, everybody gravitates towards your energy. They always seem to want to hang out with you. And a lot of them are also very draining, especially the past. It's like they feed and harvest your energy because you're so kind and sweet and nurturing, right? And healing. So that's why we need to have strong discernment. Donna, hi, welcome back. You made it, sweetheart. That's great. Aw. So Ella, Anastasia, Michael, 8 in the chat. Yes. Oh, I love 8. 8's one of my favorite numbers. 8:28 on the clock. Seth, sinners are winners, but only when you are willing to change through things like repent to find a happy middle ground. Everybody can be a winner if you forgive yourself and change. If you're stepping outside of old negative behaviors, there isn't a single one of us that has not made a mistake in life. But that doesn't mean that we're not worthy of change and of doing better, because we're actually meant to break through these old behaviors and aim to be the best version of ourselves. And that could start every single second, okay? You could change every single second. Energy changes every single second. Um, okay, Seth. Sinners are winners, but only when you're willing to change through things. And Jane. Oh, I guess I need these still. Jane. Yes. Narc relationships for sure. Family dynamics. Oh, I've had my fair share of narcs. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know what a narcissist was until I met till till I was in it deep, and boy, did I ever recycle through a bunch of them after that. A lot of lessons learned there. Amazing. But I'll tell you something. I learned this. The people specifically that have had dealings with narcissistic abuse and have left, have finally chosen themselves, very, very powerful people. Okay. You are meant to take that story and help others with it. You're meant to teach others. It's like a survival guide. You've got the codes for it, how to prevent it, how to get through it, how to get out the other side, how to transmute and alchemize that darkness by being very creative to release it and create new things, how to break trauma bonds. Like, you've got books upon books waiting to be written just on your experience. You see, you'd never have to go work another matrix job again in your life. Write the books, guys. You will be helping so many people. And when I finally broke free for the last time, I went straight into giving up all my jobs. I had 3 jobs at the time. I gave it all up. I went free, fell into this, and I solely help others. And I do what I love doing it. And it's part of your purpose. Ella Anastasia Michael. Yes, we are incarnate human. Yes. Emil. And about manifesting something you want, that is something I want to learn, but don't know how to start. They talk about affirmations, but doesn't that make you more or less delusional? Yes. Okay. The crazy thing about this journey is you will be called delusional, because literally everything we were taught is a complete lie. Virtually everything we were taught. You do have to use your imagination, like we were taught in school. Quiet, sit down, don't be daydreaming. I'm trying to program your brain with a bunch of useless information that isn't even right, okay? You got to start there. It's about accepting the truth around us, seeing beyond the illusions, that a lot of this was all taught to us to serve those who are big time energy harvesters, okay? So people who use control dramas and, misuse their power and authority. That's why we're all elevating above that. The first way you want to start manifesting, there's a few. You do have to be delusional. You have to reach for more than you even believe is possible, because your ego only remembers. It is not really creating new vision. It can envision a little bit. It'll always come out better than what you thought you could get if your ego doesn't try to control it. So we don't know how it's going to come in, but magically, just like the tooth fairy, it's going to come in. And put full faith in the universe, God, the creator, source, whatever you resonate with as well. One thing that is the quickest way to block your manifestations is not doing the healing work. No one wants to go get into that muck and look within and say, why is it I'm still a people pleaser? Why is it that I have a real hard time committing? What am I terrified of? Where did this come from? Does this stem from my childhood? Did I always feel abandoned? Did I feel like it was never safe for me to just express my true feelings? Did I always feel over responsible? Did I feel not seen and heard? All these questions, guys. Whew. Once you do that, you're helping to remove, by healing and processing, trauma. Okay? Trauma. We all have trauma. You're in a car accident. Do you know you can actually wear the trauma of the person who's in pain further down the road in another vehicle? Trauma can get in our energy. It can be through our DNA, passed down from lineage. That's a big one. Trauma can be physical. It could be emotional. It could be spiritual. It could be all of it, okay? So we have to heal the trauma, because it puts blockages. That's a huge one also. And you got to know your self-worth, which is part of the healing journey, because you've probably been taught that, you've got to show up a certain way or work extra hard in order to be worthy of receiving. No, that's malarkey. It's your natural birthright. You're doing the work of the creator on this earth. You get paid to exist. I better get on these comments, because you guys are going fast. Sorry. Jane, same here. Till I got out of covert narcs. It's a deadly. Anybody who has never been through a narcissistic abusive relationship has absolutely no idea and can't even wrap their head around the psychological damage, not including everything else, right? Um, so Ella, Anastasia, Michael, Southern California. Oh, sweet. Are you in New York? No, I'm in Ontario, Canada. I'm in Canada, eh? Seth, maybe I just have a high amount of empathy for narcissistic people. The thing is, the empath and the narcissist, they have a very interesting relationship. They're like magnets because we are meant to trigger each other so we do the inner work. So even though it is such a painful journey to have anything to do with a narcissist, and I would never, ever, ever say that what they did was right or helpful in any way, I will say it is by design, okay? We are meant to go through it because we are meant to become extremely strong and be able to empathize with others who go through this, but not just for that reason, because a narcissistic person will continue to use others as a punching bag, use others for their own benefit. But as soon as they come across an empath, someone who is a light worker, they're also divinely protected. So they literally get triggered. They have to look at the reflection of who they are and what healing they're avoiding, and this will often make them turn within, feel the pain that they're causing, and see those raw wounds that they were stunted as a child at a certain level of growth and maturity because the trauma was so great. So we empathize, of course, because you guys are psychic. So you're reading their higher self. You're reading their pure potential. You're seeing the pure child, the one that's broken. Oh, everything in you just screams, I want to fix you and help you so much. And the more we do, they feed off it. Do you see? It's a really toxic back and forth relationship. All I have to say is the dynamic is really, it's toxic, but it's also necessary because they also catapult us into massive growth and psychic abilities. We are forced to face all of our triggers, all of our unhealed parts. We are forced to say, why am I being such a people pleaser to someone who treats me so ridiculously horrible? Like it's a part of the divine. They set this up. We have contracts before we even come here, okay? Okay, so think about it. You might be besties in the spirit world with your narcissist. I know that's like mind blowing, right? But you're besties, right? So, okay, I'm going to show up. I'm going to be so unhealed. I'm going to work on these. These are going to be my lessons that I want to work on. I want to strengthen my character. I want to learn to step beyond these. I'm going to have parents that are the perfect soup to fester these narcissistic qualities in me. I'm going to come out. I'm going to meet you. You're going to be so, it's like they're both very much fixated on getting energy from a source outside of themselves. If you look at it, the empath is like the empath could be a real people pleaser because it was never safe for them to just be their beautiful shining self because their light hurt the people around them. They couldn't stand how beautiful and pure you were. So you always believed you had to show up with more and more and more and bring stuff and more money, dote on you more. So you look at the toxic relationship. Each were looking outside of themselves for recognition, for praise, for feeling like have self-worth. But then when they meet up and, and boy, do we ever do a good job fulfilling that contract. I'm going to come back and I'm going to be the biggest doormat and you're going to be the biggest jerk. And we're just going to trigger each other nonstop until we both get so sick. And if we actually make it, we'll both go our separate ways. And you're going to have your wounding that you've got to work on. And I'm going to be working on mine and I won't look back. I'll never put up with that again. And I got goosebumps. Like I got ancestors coming through going, yeah, it's true. Like it's powerful, guys. It's like, so although inside our ego goes, this is ridiculous. I want justice. Don't worry. Like everything always evens out in life. This is the great thing. You don't have to lift a finger. It always evens out. Okay, sorry. That was a long channel / message from me. So thanks for that, Seth. That was, I'm glad you mentioned that. Donna, let me move this little thing. What are my guides trying to tell me at this current time? This retrograde makes my connection foggy. Oh, trust me, I know the feeling. Today was really interesting for me. So let's find out. And Seth says, I keep touching a hot stove, expecting it not to burn me. Don't worry, in time, after the blisters heal, you won't want to get those scars again. It took me a long time. to finally break and, recreate a better, healthier neurological path, retraining my mind, Seth. You don't have trauma? Well, that's good. But then I guess it's kind of like what causes you to be magnetized to the same unhealthy people, right? Like I thought I was over trauma, but I kept being the magnet to bring them in, and we keep getting the same lessons until we learn something or heal something. So I guess that's the question. What is it you believe about yourself subconsciously? Remember that you believe you're only worth bringing in these people like a giant magnet that are unhealed, right? What kind of wounds does it trigger? Getting burned, waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's a big one for a lot of people. Like we wouldn't know sometimes if something great landed right on our lap until we heal, because we're always waiting for the other shoe to drop because of our experience, right? Our ego is always trying to prepare us for the worst. Okay, here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read these. Donna, just give me a sec. Wow, you guys are talkative. This is awesome. Okay, Seth, you're invincible. Well, yeah, because you're meant to do great things. You're meant to do great things. But why? But you got to take care of your vessel, because it's like this mushy thing that we're sitting in. It's not invincible, right? Our soul will never go anywhere. It's always going to live on forever. No, Seth, it's real. Like you are invincible, your soul. But this gooey skin suit we're in, it's a rental. Grandma's heart. Hi. Yes to all of it. Aw. And Ella, Anastasia, Michael. Yes, past life trauma. Yeah, it can be carried through past lives. That's why I got certified in doing past life regression, inner life regression, is because a long time ago I got past life regression, and I discovered a few lifetimes where my fear of dark water was, and heights, and being chased. I couldn't understand them. I was literally chased off a cliff at night into an ocean that was very dark and drowned. It was really wild. But you can learn where a lot of this trauma comes from and overcome it. So Seth, Satan counterbalances Jesus. Well, there's good and bad, light and dark, yin and yang. Everything has a balance. Everything. You're right. Everything is balanced. Seth, or maybe a joker. Aren't they kind of two in one, right? Grandma's heart. My 3 married kids have narc partners. What kind of luck is this? It's not about luck. It's not. It's a learned behavior. Remember, okay? We will carry these generational cycles until someone says it stops here. Okay? So, children will continue to draw in the same type of partner as sometimes as their parents' unhealed parts, because they could never heal the parent that they always wanted to. They will continue to draw in partners that reflect those unhealed parts, always wanting to heal it still, until they realize that's not my place. I don't have to carry that burden, and I can choose me. And that's like, man, this lifetime I'm just like going right, can I say it, balls to the wall. Like every fear, every challenge, every cycle, it all stops here. It all stops here. I think it took being with a narcissistic partner for 9 freaking years that I said, it stops here. I'm done. And when you've danced with the devil, you're not afraid of much anymore. So you really do, your soul gets lit up, and then you just do the thing. You're like, oh, I see. It's like another ball of fire. Oh, thank you. I think I'll transmute this. That's why I'm an artist. That's why I paint things. That's why I build things. I build houses. I build stuff. It's like, I'll take everything you got and I will put this to use for me. Thank you very much. Oh, let's see. Seth, love, neutral, hate. Yeah. And Jane says, yes. Empath and narc dynamic. I understand it all. Now smear campaign. Yeah. Oh, the smear campaign is unreal. It is unreal. They just can't take accountability for anything. But that's part of the sickness, right? We can't help but want to heal everybody, and they can't help but avoid healing. What a toxic fixation. It's like, positive and negative. They just pull each other like magnets, right? So until someone breaks the cycle. Seth, spectrum. Yes. Excuse me, guys. Throat chakra. Um, Seth says, we aren't forced. Well, we always have the power to choose. Someone who has done horrible things in their life has a choice every single moment to completely change and turn their life around. This is the beauty of free will. We are given free will. We get to choose. And I've often said everything that I have constantly trying to share as far as guidance and learn lessons, I want to see it in the schools. Forget all the rest of the garbage they're teaching. Teach them how to love themselves. Teach them how to heal these traumas. Teach them in the jails, in the prisons. Instead of just sticking them in a giant box behind bars, teach them to reform themselves. Start bringing our souls back into alignment, bringing everybody up where they belong instead of just condemning each other and saying, this is what you'll always be. I know it's not popular, but I don't aim to be popular. I speak truth. I'm a truth seer and a truth speaker, guys. Seth, Satan forces. Snake, snake equals sneak. Ella Anastasia, our blueprint, karmic relationships. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm trying to keep up. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to read this. Donna, Seth, Davis, spirit will always catch us, people not so much. Yeah, don't free fall into some frenemies. Also have skill. People are spirit. Yeah. If you align with spirit, you will normally align with people who are right for you. Exactly. That is what most people don't understand, right? And it's blocked all over in society. You know, don't walk in faith. Use your logic. I was like, they're trying to keep us disconnected. Grandma's heart says, well, I've walked away. I refuse to entertain these mean, manipulative people. Exactly. Until someone shows up healed and ready to meet you where you are not obligated, whether they're family or anybody, friends, old time friends, it doesn't matter. It could be anybody. You are not obligated to sacrifice your own life journey and your soul for anybody. Spirit won't always catch you. Oh, it does, Seth. Always. It always does. And even when it feels like it's not, it's for your own good, to help you learn something, because your soul came here to learn something. And spirit's always going to give you what you have asked for, right? A part of your contract. Donna, grandma's heart, good for you, proud of you. Yep. Seth, if I have the spirit to jump from a skyscraper, God doesn't have to protect me from my stupidity. Oh, well, I see what you're saying. Like tempting it. That seems though like self-sacrifice, right? That's like self-sabotage, self-sacrifice. There's common sense too, which I also did a short on, and I don't believe that all of the world exercises common sense. We think we can have pleasure without pain. Well, everything is it's a duality, right? Seth, if you want to be perfect, then realize you'll always be imperfect. Yes, but we were made imperfectly perfect or perfectly imperfect, I always say. And I love that. My dog is named after, in another language, something to that effect. We're all perfectly imperfect. Seth, I'm kind of obligated. No. To put up with abuse? Never. I left a very expensive home that I built on the lake. It was supposed to be my dream home. I walked away, and it has been listed for almost 2 years now. He's been enjoying it with his supplies, and it's not enough to. I was still not going to stay and put up with squat. No, not with family, not with that, not with anything. Nothing to me. Nothing will ever make me change my integrity or my authenticity. If someone wants me to bend to serve them, it's not going to work. Seth Sandalphon is an archangel who answers prayers, so I kind of am a sacrifice. I think I understand where you're coming from. Like, we feel sacrifice by doing, you know what I call it? I call it live bait. We're walking towers, right? We are walking towers to help people to learn and also to do the learning ourselves. But we're literally placed in environments that are so toxic with people who are so unhealed. And it's like we're human punching bags. But just as it's about to get real, like only to the level we can handle, which is why we've had such a difficult path. We are so strong. But then just as they've racked up enough karma, it's like, being given them just enough rope. How bad will you teach or treat my angel? How good or bad will you? And just as they get right over the top, right to the psycho mode, boop, we're plopped out and removed. And then they get all that karma, which catapults them into massive healing because they're stripped right down. No more spiritual power, anything. It's how we're the sorters. We filter and sort who gets to, who moves forward and who's still got some healing to do. But we get our rewards out of that too. We are divinely protected because we're doing this work. Okay, let's see. And Donna, you wanted to know what I think it was. You said what was it your spirit guides wanted? Oh, I missed so many comments. I'm sorry, guys. I love that you're communicating. I'm gonna go back and read these later or something. Oh, Donna, I'm just seeing your comments. I just scrolled back. I'm so proud of you. This is something that these aha moments, you are going to be. So I've got goosebumps. Your ancestors are definitely coming in. Okay. Whoo. Oh, they're so proud of you. You just broke a generational cycle that they couldn't. If you look back, you will see where the dynamics were so different then for the men and the women and all of that stuff. And they didn't have a voice. They are operating through you. I don't know if you can see the goosebumps on my goosebumps. I got massive goosebumps. Oh, things are about to get really powerful for you. Very powerful for you. I'm so proud of you. Every time anybody breaks out of these patterns, this is intense. So let's find out what your ancestors have to tell you, Donna. Oh my gosh. Woo! This is huge. This is huge. I got goosebumps all over. Okay, what does Donna need to know this time? Tapping into ancestors. Any channeled message, feel free to use me as a vessel to get the channel messages through to Donna under the protection of Archangel Michael. Yeah. So if you feel called to take time to go within, a little time to yourself, okay? The more of this you do, the more the answers will come out. Like, you're going to get more aha moments. It was like freaky when that happened to me. Just one after the other. Spirit guides, okay. And Donna, yeah, be celebrating. Be celebrating. Jane, is my dad around me in spirit? Okay, just give me a second. And Seth, I am your dad. Oh my gosh. Seth, go back for your nap. Just kidding. Hey, free speech here. I know we all have a sense of humor, but you're my kid. So Donna, the more you go within, the more you will get all these downloads. And I know you've been doing that already. You're going to connect some dots. So I'm giving you the biggest hugs right now because some of these are going to be kind of mind-blowing when you realize, oh my gosh, and also this person was connected to this, and it's all that. Just remember, each time, breathe. Just breathe through your nose and go, okay, remember, you are in a virtual reality game that you set up for yourself, and it was all for you. That's only advice I can give you, hun, is remember, this is all for you. Because I was very much alone when I went through mine, and it definitely weeded a lot of people out. Seth says, everyone is a child of God. Yes, we are. And we're playful kids. And sometimes we get messy and make mistakes and skin our knees, and that just makes us all the more powerful, right? All right, we're going to go back to Donna. Thank you, darling. I felt something exciting coming. Well, there you go. And it is a gift, even though it could rip your heart out a bit. It is a gift to finally come to all of this. It's beautiful. The awakening is intense, alive, and beautiful. So I'm trying to remember. Who was it that asked me? Was it Jane? I'm just looking through these comments. Sorry, guys. Jane, I think, who wanted to, is my dad around me in spirit? Yes. They are never far. Not that they don't hang over you. They got things to do in the spirit world too, but it's like they're literally here. Like it's a veil. It's a very thin time parallel. It's the more you elevate your and get excited. That's why I'm always on here saying, get excited, guys. Get playful. The more connected and close we are to the vibration and the frequency that they're at. So Jane, I want you to ask a question in your head. Don't It's personal, so don't worry about it. Think about it. I'm going to use myself to use my divinity rods to get a yes or a no question from your dad so we can see if they can come through and show you, okay? Something. So tell me when you've thought of a question, Jane. I'll look in the comments to see when you say, okay, ask or something, okay? And then I'm going to use these. Meanwhile, I'm reading, Seth. Nothing is needed, really. Truth is needed for where we're going because we are truth seers and truth speakers. Exactly, I think, Donna. We are biased. Yeah, well, our ego, right? We can't completely dissolve our ego. Our ego's also here to protect us, but we just got to keep it in check. Seth, we think we are the most important. No, we're a speck. We're all the same. Everything and everyone is the same. It is so far beyond us. We are not all that and the bag of chips. We are equal to all energy. I am reverent with all life. I save dew worms out of puddles. I'm not kidding. I can feel them struggle. Animals. Seth. So we have needs. Yes, we do have needs. Ella, Anastasia, Michael. Yay, so cool, Catherine. Or are you talking about the divinity rods? They're actually dowsing rods. I call them divinity rods. You can make these guys so easy. If you guys are new to watching my crazy antics, because I've got like hundreds of videos, you could take a coat hanger, bend it into an L shape, and do the same thing, okay? And if they cross, it's a yes. And if they go off to the side, it's a no, okay? Spirit runs through you guys all the time. Anyone could do this. Okay, Jane, I'm going to ask the question now. I'm tapping into your dad. I'm tapping into the energy, the spirit of Jane's dad. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Got to line it up first. And he's got to get used to my energy here. To Jane's dad. What are you doing? Is that your answer? I've never had them do that before. Jane, did you ask him to do something weird like that? Because he's literally answering a half no and a nothing. And I've never had them do that before. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time, Jane. It's like he's not saying to Jane's dad. Oh my gosh, now he's doing it with the other side to confirm. Jane, was your dad a bit of a trickster? Or did you ask him to do that? Donna, divining rods help me find my drain field. Oh, they're perfect for water. But got to remember, guys, we are electrical beings. A lot of people don't know this. Everybody says our heart is just a pump for blood. It is an electrical pulse that runs through us. That's why water, we are conductors. We are huge conductors. That's why when you go like this, I want you to try it right now. Go like this with your palms. Right here, right here. This is where you heal. You can heal. You can manipulate energy. I get wind to move. I get trees to move. We use this, guys. We are conductors. We are a freaking ball of electricity, okay? We are made up of, 60-something% of water. We are conductors. When we are trying to manifest, we are directing these energy pulses. That's why we need to watch our frequency and vibration and direct it to that which we want. We are manipulating energy. We are creating energy by using our electrical pulses. Not kidding. Hold your hands like this. You'll feel the ball of energy. You'll get hot and tingly. We are healers, but we aren't supposed to know this. We're not allowed to know this. And Jane, let me see where we go. I asked if I should move home. Oh, but did you see what he did? He literally moved. I've never had this happen before. He moved one and not the other completely, and then the other one. What is that? I think that's up to your interpretation because I've never had that before. One moved and then the other one moved. I'll do it one more time, guys. Sorry, I get really passionate. Jane, I seen sacred geometry in my palm one day. Trust your instinct, Jane. You're so powerful. Donna, I asked my rods a question and it wouldn't answer. Then I got a message that I need to find the answer because I already know. Yeah, it's within. It is within. You're right. And the more we practice that spiritual muscle, the more we practice it, we're getting it very much strong, where we don't need anything. Like eventually you don't need all this stuff. This is just it's confirmation, and I use them for my readings so that people can see. But definitely, I feel like there's something going on. Your dad doesn't want to completely answer that for you. It might be a fated choice. It might be a fated choice. Does someone here have something to do with? It's like a green caterpillar. It's like a. It's quite not pretty looking. A green caterpillar. Seth, you don't need to. You act like God is forcing you. Need to what? Oh, you mean move? Are you referring to moving, Seth? Need would mean you are forced to. Oh, well, needs are also a void within us, right? So it might be a personal feeling of a void within us that we feel would be filled by doing a certain task. No, nothing. Technically, nothing is needed. Technically, if I want, I could do nothing. Yep, you can do nothing. Grandma's heart on tomato plants, big green caterpillar. Oh, really? So maybe that was for you. It was quite an interesting large green caterpillar I just saw in my head. Seth, I don't need to do anything. I'm free. Well, that's good. That's good. And all of us aim to, feel that. To me, I go day to day. I literally live day to day and I see what is coming. Casey, Nick, sorry, I just saw you on there now. I shock everything I touch. Woo! You are energized. That is awesome. Yeah, we are electrical beings, and a lot of people, the powers that be, don't want us to come to that understanding. Jane, if you feel like you want to move, then that's probably trust your instincts. But sometimes they won't interfere if they feel is a fated thing that you wanted to choose to do, right? The fact that you're asking, I think you know deep down inside. And Jane, I can't believe you got birch trees today as I got them in meditation. That's wild. It's like we were both tapping into something there. It was very interesting. Seth says, God is my shepherd and I see God in everything. Yeah, God energy is everywhere. Everywhere. A good master doesn't make you beg, especially if you're a good dog. I know for me, I could put myself in the perspective of absolutely everything. And that used to be almost crippling because I'd forget to consider my own self just based on old traumas that I had to heal, right? Traumas. I mean, a child drops an ice cream on the ground. That's childhood trauma, right? It's all perception that we have. Perspective, I guess. But yeah, it's about never needing or feeling obligated for sure. It's about trusting your instincts because we're literally guided. Remember, your higher self is your soul guiding you, okay? And it sees all. It's your future self. And we get these little, I call them like a breadcrumb trail, a treasure hunt, if you will. So if you get in the mind of a child, the excitement of a child, childlike, you will look for the signs all around you and you follow them and it's leading you. Your future self is leading you to where you need to go. But you have to stop listening to everybody else's advice. You have to stop focusing on way out there and way in the past, way in the future and everything. You need to focus on what's happening right now. Like, what's the number on the clock? 903. I can go online and I can say, angel number 903. It's going to have a message. Oh, great. Now they're making me do it. Okay. Making me, as in, I'm being used as an example. So hold on, guys. What number? 903? Let's find out. I'm going to Google it. Angel number 903. All right, guys. Angel number 903 signifies a combination of endings, spiritual growth, and new beginnings. Sound familiar? It suggests aligning with your life's purpose, embracing change, and trusting your intuition. The number 9 represents completion, while 0 emphasizes potential and spiritual development, and the 3 signifies creative and self-expression. Creativity and self-expression. See? You just Google it. Drop it in there, and any number you see on the clock, they're giving you signs. But sometimes it's from angels or our spirit guides, our ancestors. But a lot of the times, a lot of people don't realize this. It's our own soul, our future self, dropping these things and our attention on them, and we're meant to see them. It's like MacGyver. No, was that the one? MacGyver could use anything and create. He was resourceful, but there was some movie, I forget what it was now, where the he went back and placed things so that himself would find these things and always have everything available as he needed it because it was set up, everything he needed. It's like the video game Tetris. Everything's always provided as long as you don't panic and throw it all off to the side. So see what's around you, live in the moment fully. That's why, right? Um, Seth, I'm insanely good at being empathetic. Well, that's cool. I don't like talking because I am too honest. Yeah, but see, that's why I created this platform. Everybody's honest and raw, naked and honest and forgiving and let it just be. No judgments. It is what it is. Everybody has opinions. And the more we learn each other's opinions, perceptions, perspectives, the more we're expanding our brain. So you're allowed to throw things out here honestly. Okay? We don't attach to things personally here. We all know that we're so diverse and that's so beautiful. We all have the puzzle piece in the puzzle. So whatever we share is an amazing thing. Jane, a lot of YouTube readings like yours have been like breadcrumbs from the universe. Exactly. Sometimes we are the ones with the message. Sometimes we're the ones who need the message. But that's why we aren't alone on the planet. We're all meant to commingle, share our puzzle pieces. Hey, I need that corner piece, but here I've got the middle piece. Let's get together. Oh, look, there's more soul family. Let's get them over here. They've got some pieces too. And then more and more, it all makes sense. But we have to be authentic and not afraid of being judged. And that's why I created my platform. It's like if you look on my if you look on my YouTube channel, in all my playlists, there's a spot where all of us can share our links to our platforms. I want everybody to support each other. Share if you have questions, if you're looking for something, if you need help on how to start a platform, a social media platform, if you want to show off that you make amazing gingerbread cookies and you're trying to sell them, or if you just want to show off that you're just that good that you make gingerbread cookies. If you have something wise to share, there's a place in the playlist that we all share. And that's because we need to support each other because in our lives we have not felt supported by a lot of people because we are so unique, because we are raw and real and honest, and we're meant to share with others this information. Now, being in the front lines and trying to bring information forward to people who have for centuries been programmed to believe everything has to be a certain way, that's not easy. So let's call it the station. Here, I'll get you some water, and here's a white towel to put around your neck, and you all right, buddy? Okay, go back into the ring. Ding, 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 ding. We need a soft place to land and to be supported and loved. It's what we need. It's what we use as a tool to keep propelling us forward. Jane, yeah, I saw that. And Ellen, Anastasia, Michael, I am constantly looking up angel numbers. That's cool because they talk to you that way. See, you guys have your own language. You're already tapped in. You are tapped in, and that's your language, and you use that, and that's beautiful. Donna, I feel someone's pain right now. Do you? I'm sure there's a lot of people going through a lot of pain. Right now, a lot of the past is resurfacing to make sure that we've learned, right? True story. Hope I'm reading all these, guys. If I missed something, please repeat it again in the comments because I'm all over. Why did my hand just knock that card over? Oh my gosh. Unconditional love. Okay. This is what we're here to learn for ourselves and to help others with. There's 3 forms of love, in my opinion. There's, sex, which is like the most easiest. You could do that with anyone with no connection. Very easy, and you're just tapping into each other's energy and pretty much harvesting it, okay? Then there's the conditional love. And this is unfortunately a lot of the relationships in our lives were based on this. I'll love you as long as you do this, this, and this, or never do this, this, and this. It's all conditional. And then there's the highest form of love. This is what we always aim to have is unconditional. Yes, I see that you were a narcissistic person to me. You hurt me real bad. I can still see that inner child of yours. I can still have forgiveness to allow us both to be free. I can still love you from way over here because I hope you heal because you have potential and I'm an empath and I see it, but it's not my job. I can love a worm that's drowning in a puddle enough that I will stop walking and pick it up because I honestly believe that when we incarnate, sometimes just to balance karma out, we choose 9:09 on the clock. That was important. We choose to come back as the animals that we could have helped or didn't, or the people we could have helped and treated better, but we didn't. We experience that by choice, I believe, to reincarnate, to balance karma, to make things right, because we can look and say, I could have done better. I want to go back and try again. So I will stop and save the animals. I will be the voice. I am the unpopular girl, have been for years. That's all over Facebook and everything, blah, 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 because someone needs to be that person. It's a car revving up behind me. Um, all right, Jane, why do I see colors in my palms when I'm waking up? Because you're reading your aura, your auric field. You can see auras. That's beautiful. And look at what the colors are and what they represent. You could also Google all of that, right? Like, are they purple? Are they pink? Are they yellow? And look up what that means. We are curious children in a world where right now information is everywhere. I feel like a giant sponge. I want to learn everything. I'm thirsty for it, right? Okay. Seth says it's not easy. Lust and true sex are not the same. To me, anything, I've gone deep on this learning journey. I've gone down the rabbit hole. When you have intercourse with somebody, you are definitely, people use sex magic. Okay. You got yourself a magic wand and you've got yourself a magic, creative, fertile, golden womb. If you're talking empath, right? If you're talking empress, emperor, if you're talking anything. So people that misuse that wand, they're tapping in literally to your creative energy. Creative energy is the same as if you have a lot of sex, you're not as creative. It's the same thing. So people that are just kind of playing the field, jumping bed to bed, they are tapping into each other's energy and feeding off it. But what they don't realize is they're also connecting with imaginary cords, which are very, very, very hard to break, and you're wearing their karma. Okay? So I really learned a lot on my journey, and I have been celibate for a long time now because I learned what I did. It took me a whole lot to break the cursed cords with the last individual I was with, and I really appreciate how important it is to be far more selective. Okay? That's my opinion based on my knowledge and experience. Oh, okay, I gotta get my glasses on. I thought I could read that, but that's squinty. Seth, one night stand, probably easy. Stand, yep. Donna says, seeing someone's potential because we are empaths makes letting go much more difficult. Oh, absolutely. And some people play on that, right? That's why we learn discernment. We're like, oh my God, okay, well, I can see what your potential is, but what are you showing me? And that was hard for me to learn. That was hard for me to get in my head. Okay, I can see their potential, but it doesn't mean it's my job to drag their dead weight on my shoulder through life and carry them across it. They need to do their own healing, and if it means we need space while they go do that, I'm good with it, because what you're showing me doesn't represent how I feel I deserve. And it's that simple. And I made it very complex in my brain because my brain's always thinking, right? But no, it's not our job to heal the world. It's our ability to respond, our responsibility to create an environment that's safe for people to heal in and to feel safe. But we also deserve that back, right? Ellen Anastasia Michael says, Jane may be a crystalline child like my daughter. You see colors, beautiful gifts, energy. There you go. See, there's something you could research right there. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that information. Donna says, you karma coat. I love that. Seth says, I don't mind if they love me. They can do stuff with others and be different. Just love me. But see, that's the thing. You are not that desperate, Seth. You're too awesome for that. No, they only. This is where we start to. No, see, no. That's what we have to heal. Is you are worthy not only of love, but being treated like freaking royalty. You are here. Just you're a bright shining light. You do not have to settle. You are so lovable. So somewhere you believe that it's a struggle to find someone to believe you're lovable, that you have to settle for other things. Absolutely not. No, but I mean, you said you don't care as long as they love you. I didn't say you're Lucifer. I know. And because you love everything, Seth, you deserve the best kind of love. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if they show up and they don't love you fully, or they give you half the attention and half to something else, they're not you could do better, is what I'm saying. And I had to learn that. A lot of us had to learn that. And Donna said, when I realized I carried all their karma, it shocked me. Um, yeah, exactly. That's the same as me. I was literally had my destiny swapped with people. I was being portrayed as them, and they were indulging in everything. Like, I'm no spring chicken. Okay. I was used for many decades for other people to build their empire and kingdom, until I finally went, wait a minute, I've got nothing to show for it. I've literally been taken for a ride. It's time to start looking at, what do I need to change about myself? What is my belief about myself that I am worth settling for this kind of garbage? It was trash. So I took out the trash and I started new. Um, Seth says, space holds your sun and dark holds your light. And what else did I miss here? Sorry, guys. I'm just looking back at the messages, guys. So anything new you want to say? I'm finally caught up, I think. And if I missed it, say it again. I'm bound to see it. Oh, look at all the hearts. I'm going to send you guys hearts. I don't know if you can see them, though. I'm still learning this. I had assistance to get this up and running because I just kind of went in it blind, and I'm like, I got messages to share. That was part of my big breakthrough is I got to get on here and do something. I got to help others, protect the people. You guys are so awesome. Seth, I love the rainbow. Okay, well, it's good to love everything. Love and authenticity are two of the superpowers, guys. Those are superpowers. If you're authentic and if you're always operating out of love, you have no reason to look over your shoulder for something to come after you. If my dad had said that too. My dad always told me, drilled that in my head. If you're never doing anything wrong, you never have anything to stress over. And that is so, so real. That's why it's like, let's speak truth. Go ahead. Because even in my most embarrassing moments, things that I have screwed up, I have already come to terms with the fact that that is a normal human response to whatever I was going through, or I've owned it, or I literally just, I don't want to have anything hidden. It's not necessary to hide things. I don't like secrets. I don't agree with secrets. It's like if you don't want me to tell anybody, just don't tell me them, because then it's gossip. Then it's negative energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, everybody do right by each other and you never have anything to hide. So you're never stressed and you live a lot longer. That's my theory. If you can't come in real, don't come in at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying here. Scroll down. Okay. Oh my gosh. How much time have I been on here? Am I talking your ear off or what? Chatty Cathy at it again. I'm sending you guys biggest hugs. You guys are warriors. Ellen, Anastasia, Michael. Goddess Catherine, thank you so very much for your energy. You are adored. Aw, thanks. I've got to leave the chat. My new soul tribe. Love you guys. Love and light. Green heart chakra. Oh, well, we are sending so much love to you too. And thank you everybody for joining. I'm going to get one more Osho's in. Nope, they're saying these ones. So I'm going to do one more angel card. And then I'm going to have to close this up because, we're all noticing the same time. It's like, gosh, 9:19 on the clock. Kath's been talking for a long time. Inner peace. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at this, guys. I think we earned this. So, find and maintain inner peace to enjoy tranquility and stability. Don't let anybody take your peace or move you guys out of character ever. That's what the dark energies are trying to do right now, and they don't get to do that. You guys earn this inner peace. Jane, yes, thank you. You're so welcome. You guys are amazing. Donna, nothing is a loss anymore. It's either redirection or protection. Exactly. It's always being done for us. And as soon as we catch on to that, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Inner peace. Yes, you deserve inner peace. We all do. We have earned our inner peace, so we don't let people take that from us. We're no longer reactive. We don't give them that energy. If someone wants to play on our energy, just no attention to them. Seth says, if I lose something, then how is it not lost? It's just energy changing form, so something new will come in. It's being removed for your own good, so that something new, better for you, it can come in. It's not lost, Seth. If I throw something in the woods and can't find it, then something better will come into your energy. No, I'm not going to, whatever your truth is will become your reality. That's the honest truth of it. If you believe that it's all about loss and that it never comes back in any other way, shape, or form, then it'll always be that. And that's the truth, guys. We create our own reality, right? If I throw something away or if it's removed out of my life, it's often replaced with something much better. It's a part of always evolving. The universe, God, the creator, all of our ancestors need us to continue to expand. Okay? It's very important. That's like saying we don't want mosquitoes anymore, so they don't exist. It depends on your reality. It does. It's what your mind is programmed to believe. It's reprogramming the neurons in your mind. You choose light, but not dark. Choose it all. It's like whatever is best for me will find its way to me. Whatever I'm meant to experience, I have complete trust that is for my own good. Snake worships light, cold-blooded. Well, whatever's meant for me, I know it'll find me because I left it in the hands of my spirit guides and my ancestors, and they need me to succeed. It helps all of us. You'll make me see the truth. You can't make anybody do anything, Seth. I can't be controlled. That's the great thing about being free. If you remain with a healthy detachment from outcomes and from the desire and need to be praised and accepted by others, no one can make you do anything. You can't run from the light forever. I'm not running from the light. It finds the truth. Ella, Anastasia, Michael, Seth, I believe you can do that. Yes. Alchemize energy. Exactly. Donna, I don't see anyone running, Seth. No one's running. I'm just having a nice little stroll through life. I can make you see it if I put it out there. Well, you could do whatever you need to, but at the end of the day, we all have free will, right? To see what we believe. If you deny it, that's up to you. Okay, well, you do you and I'll do me. That's the thing is I'm not here to change anybody. Seth, we are running. Light is action and dark reaction. Hide and seek. What did Spirit say? Confidence and courage, guys. Face life's adventures and challenges bravely with confidence and courage. This will get you through the day, guys. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'm sending you guys so much love and light and happiness. And I will praise you, even though you don't need it, for all the work you've been doing to stretch your angel wings and really expand your mind, to not feel afraid to speak authentically, to not have a need for everybody to accept and become the opinion that you might have or perspective, and how we're all working together to find our soul family and to help each other grow. And I'm sending you so much love. I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for those who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Earth Angel 3811. I do a lot of free stuff because I really think we all need to support each other and operate out of love. We all need all the support we can get in this world. And um, love you all back so much. And thanks for all the hearts and the happy faces and everything. I think that's so sweet. You guys mean a lot to me. I gave up a lot of people to follow this journey, and you guys, you make my heart feel so full. You really do. And I love having people that I can relate to that are so beautiful. Each one of you have a precious soul, and I'm so, so, so grateful for all of you. So, sending so much love and light to all of you. I'll just put a little thing up on here. And if you guys want to talk some more, the comments will stay open because I don't like just shutting her down. So if you guys need to exchange information or anything like that, also don't forget about my playlist. There's a shared area. You can put your information in. If you need me to post it, email it to paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. I will be more than happy to do that. I've done it for a lot of people now. And we're in this together. So let's just stick it out together. Take care, you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Aw, you rock too, Donna. You guys, you all are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm closing this out, guys.